Khalilur denies secret deal with US, clarifies Russian waiver issue. Oh, there was a very heinous fire accident in Keraniganj and 6 people died there. 6 people. Fire accidents are so common in our country. Parliament passes bill on government service age limit and employee conduct. Yeah, government has made the upper limit of entering the government job to 32. I mean, 32 years old. It was a long awaited demand from the job seekers, especially the government job seekers. And there was a movement around this topic. Students who were looking for government job were demanding that the upper ceiling of government job age should be to enter the job should be 35 years. And there were some movements regarding this issue, but the previous governments, the fascist one and the interim didn't have the time to do such things. The fascist government did not bat an eye to this demand. They were busy with some much more important things. So that's a good step. We heard that this bill is going to be passed in the parliament, that the age limit will be increased. Good. This is a very relieving thing for those who are looking for government job, that they are getting some more space in their age limit to avail any government job. And it has impact on private sector too. What will happen that if government increases the age limit, many private institutions, maybe like banks, especially the banks and some other industries, will adopt this policy, and maybe they will also try to increase. Maybe there will be an instruction and common instruction, because we have seen that the government job entering age limit become the standard for the whole job market. Private, public, most, if not all, industries adopt to the age limit which get adopted by the government. So that's a good thing. But this is not the solution. This is a good step. There is no confusion. Is the live is going on in with Facebook? Let's check out, as I'm new to this live thing. So Let's check out. Nobody's watching though. That's expected. I'm just doing an experiment that whether the live works. Nobody watches my videos. That's safe in this country. I make videos for myself. Lives are popular. Why I'm live? I'm a nocturnal animal. Most Bangladeshi people are nowadays, except the elderly ones. Very often I observe and I really get stunned when I see that people are just live from Bangladesh and they are doing just nothing, like me. I mean, maybe they're just lying down on bed. Some are even sleeping. They're just putting the camera to their face, to their bed, and they're just sleeping. Very smart. And and those videos are coming in my feed, and I'm not the only viewer. When I look at the number of viewers, I've noticed that some people are sleeping, and there are 200 plus viewers who are watching that. The live, the live is the way that I think that I will hang out online with myself. What's happening here? So, wow. Okay, let's go our cut. OPEC. What is OPEC is saying? OPEC agrees to boost oil output when Strait of Hormuz reopens. Yes, they will boost. Government to borrow Taka 5,000 crore more from banks. Why? Stocks plunge amid war. Energy tensions. Yeah, expected. Chaitra Sankranti public holiday only for Rangamati, Khagrachari and Bandorban. WTF. That's a discrimination. Let me find my ear monitor. Feels better now. Let's go. What's happening? In the early days, the early days when I learned to watch YouTube, There was a show by PewDiePie named as Meme Review. PewDiePie is the trendsetter of memes, globally recognized. But when I started to make the political videos, when I started to follow the news thoroughly, then I have found out that the newspapers of Bangladesh are memes because this is a country of meme. The politics is a meme, the daily life of people is meme, the ideas, the thoughts of the people are meme. Bangladesh is the meme country. So what's happening in the not so business standard? The life is feeling so dry because there is no music. There should be some music. Is it possible that the live will be get strikes if I play any music? There's a concert. Okay, what? Oh, this is the Luckipur incident. What's happening in X? Wow, Shamawad, she's so pretty. She's cute. Ah, Mr. Abul Barakat, the economist. Which bank did he loot? Janata Bank or Basic Bank? Which bank? Look at the language. বিশিষ্ট শিক্ষাবিদ, গবেষক ও ঢাকা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের অধ্যাপক, বীর মুক্তিযোদ্ধা ডক্টর আবুল বারাকাত স্যার দীর্ঘ 1 বছর ধরে কারাগারে, অথচ অথচ না, আজ স্যারের জামিন শুনানি থাকলেও একটা মিথ্যা মামলাতেও জামিন হয়নি। দেশের গুণীজনদের সাথে ইউনূস সরকারের মতোই অন্যায় বিচার করছে বিএনপি সরকার। রিয়েলি? ওকে, ওয়াচিং প্রজেক্ট হেইল ম্যারি উইথ বাংলাদেশি ফুটবল ফ্যান্স চ্যান্ট তেরি ভারত মাতা হম পিতা। Why Bangladeshi bowler that much savage? এ নেশা কি কেটে গেছে? জুলাই সনদ বাস্তবায়ন চাই, রক্তে ছিল মুক্তির নেশা, তাই তো পুলিশ বিজিবির গুলিও দমাতে পারেনি। লোকেশন শফিপুর, গাজীপুর, 4 August 2024. There was a woman named Jamila who were shot in this incident. There was an interview, I mean a documentary on her, which was made by the Ministry of Culture, and I made a reaction video on that. You can watch it. Jamil Akhtar, her name, as far as I remember. I should remember, obviously. Everybody should. They sacrificed all. Okay, let's go to our country. What's happening here? It was extreme hot on 5th April. Very warm weather, but the weather is much better on the day of 5th March. 5th April. The night of 4th April, the day of 4th April, both was extremely hot. But after the night, the 5th April became much more tolerable, and still it's ongoing on 6th April too. There would be storms. The storms are coming. This hot and humid weather is not normal. This is a symbol of low pressure in the bay, I mean in our Bay of Bengal. Bangladesh not fully this is an important thing. Bangladesh not fully prepared for post LDC smooth transform assessment report. What's happening here? Bangladesh is never supposed to be in the LDC category. The criteria which are needed to be in the LDC category, Bangladesh already just exceeded all of them. But still, Bangladesh is keeping itself by intention in the segment of LDC because there are some benefits of being in LDC. There are some international tax fees and excise evasions, and the loan policy differ with your presence in the LDC or not. And there are some benefits which are being availed by the government, but there are some demerits too. Obviously, there are much more demerits. There are only 46 countries or 45 countries in LDC, and none of these countries are at least not equivalent to the Bangladesh regarding the social structure, social status. Most of them are the African countries, and they are just ruined countries. Bangladesh is not ruined like those, but still, Bangladesh is just maintaining their LDC. What will happen if we graduate the LDC? What will happen that the wage will be increased. Wage have to be increased. The wage that local workers get from their work needs to be increased, and the wages which are being availed earned by the freelancers, I mean who are working in the digital industry, their wage and their rate of their hour and their, like, let's say, view of your social medias and other platforms will be increased. It will be more pricey. So there are much more benefit if you're not in LDC, but government and the oligarchs, they want to be in LDC because the oligarchs never learn. They just they're concerned about their petty interests. Where are we? We are here. 11 banks, most NBFIs skipped CSR spending in 2025, BB report. Mm. What type of CSR they do? People knows. Only son killed in July uprising. Father demands death penalty at ICT. Truck fares up 20 to 30% on uncertain fuel supply. 20 to 30%. Inflation drops to 8.71% in March. Good, maybe. Here's something interesting. Russia says US should abandon language of ultimatums on Iran. Yeah, now people have to learn the language from Russia. BNP plans to hold next council in Oct or Nov to revive party. What does this council mean in these dynastic parties? Not much. Adjournment motion in Parliament. Government for implementation of July Charter. Not order. Okay. Parliament, huh? Let's see. There are debates in Parliament. There are very hot and heated debates are happening. Nobody is just leaving anybody. Everybody is giving the rebuttal to their opponent. Oh, there is a there is a news regarding these few days ago. The tabs is still open. It was on 27 March that legal action will be taken over all murders, including police killing. IGP. Fantastic. 4, 5, 6. Fuel supply on schedule. Yet most pumps shut in Chattogram or ration sales. Fuel crisis is getting severe, and this is expected. I was watching a video regarding that when the fuel crisis will hit in which region of the world, and Bangladesh, I mean the Asia like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Japan, Korea, these countries are supposed to get hit in the beginning of April, which happened. So the heat is real. Why in the starting of April? Because the ships from the Hormuz Strait, to be specifically from Middle East, will take around a month to reach the Southeast Asian countries. And when the Hormuz Strait was closed on around the beginning of March, The ship which left the Hormuz Strait reached to our region after a month later, around this time, the beginning of April. And after that, if any new ship doesn't leave that region with fuel or well, this region of the world will face severe crisis of fuel, especially our country, because Bangladesh is not a very visionary country. They just take contingency steps, just problem now, let's think the solution now. We are that country, and the fuel crisis will get immense maybe. And there is another issue which is real, that is panic buying. Bangladeshi people are committing panic buying. There are lots of people, I'm sure, that they're just refueling their house storage. I mean, maybe they're keeping it in any large drum container in their house so that they can use the fuel when the crisis will really hit more severely. So this will create an imbalance in the market, in the pumps, in the depots, and as a result, in the whole procurement system. So fuel crisis is intense, man. And there are long queue in front of petrol pumps. There are queues of miles. People are waiting around 15 hours. There was a news I just read somewhere that people are waiting in the queue for 15 hours to just get around 20 liters of fuel. Where do we live? It's very funny to see Mr. Tarak Rahman, I mean the Prime Minister in the Parliament, because he usually doesn't speak. He just bangs the table and laughs, smiles, smokes. And today, I mean on the session of 5th April, yesterday, technically, Mr. Salahuddin mentioned, and we knew it already, that he is representing our Prime Minister. He is being the voice of the Prime Minister. Interesting. DMP orders removal of unauthorized inter-district bus counters from Dhaka city. Good. Provisions in amended labor law may worsen owner-worker relations. Hmm. Central bank to hold another. Oh, read it in Telestra. Let's see what's going on. It's tough to believe Bangladeshi media regarding this war. I don't know anything. They just Bangladeshi medias are mostly biased to the Iran because Bangladeshi people loves to read the victory of Iran, and media just following the crowd, and the crowd is following the media, vice versa. US rescues. Oh, yeah. US have rescued that lost pilot and the weapon officer. I mean, the US has rescued both of them. Kuwait Petroleum Corp reports damage at units after Iran drone attack. Yeah. On Easter, Pope Leo urges world leaders to end wars. Renounce conquest. Iran says several enemy flying objects destroyed during US pilot rescue mission. I've read somewhere that so far the US force has lost around 7 aircrafts. That's huge. Not huge for a military power like USA, but huge for a military power like Iran because they have achieved something here. Universities hit as strikes on Iran expands. At least 30 campuses affected. Wow, that's something big. So US Air Forces are hitting universities now. Trump is mm, Trump is playing it wild. I was just listening to some podcasts and discussions and analysis of this US-Iran war, which not even uh, an Iran-US war. This was supposed to be an Iran-Israel war. There are things like that. The U.S. Army, I mean the military forces of U.S., they are not even convinced that this war is this war is of them. They're just confused. This is a big issue in war because if you are not motivated, then it's very less likely that you will do good in any type of war, any type of everything. But this is a death life situation. So war is not an easy thing. War is, oh my god, war is devastating. So what's happening that as it is not an US war, US forces are not fully motivated to perform in this war. Moreover, as this is not an US war, USA cannot use their full-fledged force on Iran too. So there is this is the double-sided blade for USA. For Trump, even USA people, the civilians, the civil society, they all are against this war. They just don't know why US is engaged in this aggression. Even now, there are discussions that now the Israeli lobbies are getting weakened in the Israeli, in the USA authorities because they are among the authorities of USA. I'm streaming for around 45 minutes. Wow. Even today or yesterday Trump was just verbally abusing Iran. He was saying that open the strait. You what the you're okay, you're a president. Yeah, we expect very high from that was wrong. Iran says Iraqi ship exempt from state of premise restrictions. Because well, why? Because it's not can be real. Because Iraq is also got attacked by Iranian force. Is not it? Now they're exempting the ships of Iraq. Maybe the global politics is a very big game. There is no any black and white thing in generally politics and especially in global politics. This is a gray area. This is gray, and the interesting thing about gray is anyone can take any shades of that color and say it gray. Geopolitics is all about interest, self-interest. Japanese, French, and Womanic vessel crossed the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, that's something interesting. Japanese vessel should be leg free because Japanese are good. Japanese people are good people. Downplanes spell new peril for Trump as they enhance missing US pilot. That's an old news because there is no any missing pilot anymore. The pilots are rescued, pilot and the weapon officer, both of them. Weapon experts dispute US account of deadly Lamard strike. This Peter Hexet guy is getting burned in the USA. Oh my god, he's under extreme pressure and he's heated, man. He's getting it bad. Pete Hexet, not Peter. Must be Peter because only the Peters are Pete. Yes, he can be beat because now he is in the pit. And ultimately, after this war, maybe he will be buried in a pit. Lemon is a place of Iran. There is an article I have kept in my tab. I thought of making a video on it. That's why I kept it. It's the article titled Guardians of Power, Special Forces that keep autocrats in control. Even the title is very intimidating. US পুলিশ বিজিবির সাথে যোগ দিয়েছিল নিষিদ্ধ ছাত্রলীগ সন্ত্রাসীরা। তাদের হাতেও ছিল আগ্নেয়াস্ত্র, বিপরীতে ছাত্র জনতা ইট পাটকেল ছুঁড়তে ছিল। Yeah, there is a viral clip in which the Chhatra League or Jubo League guys are attacking the students with automatic rifles, military grade rifles. It looks like an M16 or something like that. Oh, the Helmet League. What? শিক্ষামন্ত্রীকে আমার সরাসরি হুমকি, why will threat our education minister? What's happening here? For centuries, Florence has lit up Easter morning with literal fire. Temperature is the phone. This live is just mainly an experiment. The, how the live works and goes, checking it out.